What's up, everyone? This is CraftGalex, and welcome back to the channel. Unless it's your first time, and welcome. We're getting back into the mail call videos, the mail call content. If you're familiar with that, I used to have the videos broken up and just preview or show or display what items are coming in here and there throughout the month. Instead, why don't I just condense all of the content to a month? It's easier for me to organize, and I don't have to worry about figuring out what or when an item is going to drop. And this also goes with the items that I'm selling and the pre-orders. So let's just get straight into it and start with the first arrival. So if you're familiar with the process of collecting, you're going to have a heavy amount of items coming in from import or domestic sellers, and I'll get into a video about that a bit later. But this first set, this will be the contents from New Type. They are pretty much a Gundam or model kit company. They have a good story. Read about it. They talk about it in their About section. But from there, I got at least 2 of the 3 Evangelion Neon Genesis real grade model kits. $55 for an item that is now going for 20, probably plus that on the resale or retail market, is amazing. So I ended up getting this from one of the most, we'll say, adolescent molding animes that I watched as a kid, probably around Shinji's age, and it was great to add these two to the collection. And then through Amazon came in unit, what is that? Is that unit 00? Yeah. So I got unit 1 and unit 2 from New Type, and I got unit 00 from Amazon because they had the better pricing and I had a gift card. And now I have the full set. One of these will be put together in a series where I'm going to be doing a custom build, and then the other 2 I'll just do on my leisure hobby time. But I'm glad to be able to add these to the collection, and you'll see in the future where they'll be displayed at. Catching up on the Dragon Ball SHF collection, I got to work my way backwards, but I'm also not going to come completely out of my pocket to try and get something that's either no longer available or off the market. So sticking with the resale, using Mercari while I had it, while these additional service fees and everything, processing fees that weren't added, is the SHF Figure Arts Ginyu. Really, I got this to add to the specific diorama display that I have in mind. And you got to have those OG original foes that really gave Goku a run for his money when he thought he could take it easy as soon as he got back to Namek, or got to Namek. But you get Ginyu so you can flesh out that fight scene, because you can't go wrong with a Ginyu, right? He's a fun to have character in the early stages of Dragon Ball Z. So yeah, I ran back and was able to pick this up from a guy for a good price. All right, Show Z, sticking with the imports or the import stores. This is a gift I got first from my dad. He's an OG Transformers fan, and if you know me, I'm a Transformers fan, so now I know where it came from. Back when Hasbro and Takara previewed that they were going to have a missing link Optimus Prime that had the deco of the old rectangular shaped figures, but this one now with better articulation, I had to get it for him. I'm very sure, I didn't even ask him the other day. I don't even know if he took it out the box. He's one of those, like, you get him something and he leaves it in the box and you never know if it's ever taken out. So I don't even know if this is with him at the crib or is this at work being displayed in a corner. I'm gonna get back and ask him and check on that. The next set of items, the next item really was the MHZ Toys MHM01 Supreme Commander. This is a version of the Rise of the Beast Optimus that came with a slew of accessories. I really only got this because I too already had the Rise of the Beast Hasbro original authentic one, but for some reason, it had some deco that it was missing and some accessories. It was great for the price, and then I sold it. So then I got this version because it comes with a little bit more. He's a little bit bigger, and it might size or scale a little better in the display. We'll see when I finally take it out and put the whole thing together. Video for the future. But yeah, glad I got this, and then we'll see what happens when I have them all scaled out with additional future Rise of the Beast figures. Next, from Premium Bandai, we have the SHF Figure Arts Son Goku Ultra Instinct, the Toyotaru version. Previously, of course, if you're familiar with the SHF, you understand the anime had a version that was created originally for the SHF line, and then the manga, sorry, I almost said that horrendously, had a version as of recent that was created for the Toyotaru art style. One of the artists for the Super, and did he do Z? Hopefully I'll fix that in post, but we'll see. But he did the art for the mangas themselves, so they dedicated and created one strictly for the art style, with replaceable head, similar body style or body technology that's already been applied to prior SHF shirtless figures. And also along with that, you get the Dragon Ball SH Figupedia, which essentially is a book full of all the figures up until a certain point. No previews, I believe, of anything that we didn't know about. And it's just a nice little encyclopedia you can add to your display or maybe to your tabletop, depends on how you have your stuff displayed out. But this was a nice little addition because I missed out on the original anime version, and this one kind of has a little bit more better aesthetic color wise, and also the additional face plates and hair plates. Yeah, adding more Dragon Ball to the already big enough Dragon Ball collection. Amazing. Now we got the biggest box, the one coming from Hobby Genki, another import store I deal heavily with. They do pretty well. Look at what we got. We got the SH Figure Arts Son Goku GT from Dragon Ball GT, clearly. This figure is actually super dope. Have I taken this one out of the box to actually fiddle with it? I don't even remember. I think I did. I may have. Just because, you know, he's so cute. It's just dope to have representation of a GT Goku. I did Demoniacal Fit one, but you know, the one that was for the bulk of the TV show. Follow that up with all of the acrylics that are a part of the TV show, and of course I'll flesh these out once the displays start going. But these are dope. These were actually way cheaper than not way cheaper, half the price of what you might have seen on domestic sites, so I had to pick up a few of them. So we got the regular Dragon Ball one, we have the Dragon Ball Super one. I got Dragon Ball GT, of course, because you gotta fit it in with the theme, and also because Marvel needs one, because why would you not get a Marvel acrylic for your Marvel display when it's heavily imposed in your display? So here's an item that didn't make it or stick with us. It's the SH Figure Arts Frieza third form. I do like Frieza, but I guess I only like the Friezas that were like main visuals of the show. So third form Frieza didn't last too long, so I sold him off. He's part of a departure in the future, but he made it to this Hobby Genki arrival set. Mafek's Spider-Man upgraded suit, the No Way Home version. I got this because I previously had the Tamashi, or do I still have the Tamashi? I think at the moment of this recording, I still have the Tamashi one. And I believe that the upgraded suit has better proportions. It looks more like the little rendering that they make of Tom Holland. It looks more like Tom Holland, and I get into that in a little review that I'm currently editing for this figure. But yeah, I'm going to be swapping out the Tamashi one for this Mafex one for my Spider-Man MCU display. And then we have another one that didn't stick around too long. We got the Mafex Iron Man Mark 85 Battle Damage version from Avengers Endgame. I already had the first iteration, which was the clean suit one. That comes with a good amount more of accessories. I think it costs like slightly a bit more. I actually got it from Toys Wonderland, and I will not be doing business with Toys Wonderland anymore in the future. So that was, I think, the last item I got from them before I cut ties. Everybody has their reasonings. This one didn't stick around and he got sold. So it was 2 out of the 6. Let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 items that stuck around. but this is a heavy haul. This was a good amount of stuff for the month of March, and yeah, pretty heavy haul. So now let's go on to the stuff that I sold, which is that Mafex number 195 Iron Man. I sold that on Mercari the same month I received it, and pretty much it's just like, it looked good, but in comparison, you know, sometimes you have to have them in your hand to know exactly what you would rather keep. And this one went pretty quick on Mercari. Shouts to the guy who bought it. Glad I was able to hopefully get it to him for a decent price before Mercari's prices or service fees decided to go up. And the second thing that went was the Marvel Legends Love and Thunder Thor, and I think I got that just because I didn't have the comic accurate version from Marvel Legends. Please figure companies, please make one, because we only clearly have this one or statues. It just looks old. It just looks like old Marvel Legends. But on to the pre-orders. Of course, it's Transformers got to be in one of these pre-orders, right? So we have the Legacy United Generations Select Autobot multi-pack. Hell of a title. This is a 5-bot set that comes with, I guess were they all deluxes? I don't know if Trailbreaker was a deluxe or a Voyager back in the original. I can look that up. We'll post a little edit right here. But yeah, I ended up getting this set. Yeah, it's kind of hefty, 110, but you get 5 figures. They have more of a tune accuracy, which is kind of what I go for. Tune deco, I'm sorry. This has been already added to my pile of loot at Big Bad Toy Store. Following that up is Gambit, the Mafex Gambit, the comic version, as they put it. Got it for the decent price of $89.99. If I was fast enough and I decided to go through import sites, it would have been a little bit cheaper, but of course you would have had to have had a substantial cart to make the shipping worth it. So right now I'm just going with the domestic. Appreciate Big Bad for having this on stock. We got Mega Man MDLX, the original item. The original Mega Man I was gonna go with was the Jada Toys one, and that still looks amazing, but something about a shiny Mega Man, it just pops. This one just fits hits all the points, the target points that I needed to justify a good Mega Man purchase. Like most, if you are in the SHF Dragon Ball scene, you know about the teleport Kamehameha, however you say, effects part set. This is a decent price. Of course, you probably could make something for this, but you know, the various different scenes you can make up with it, and probably split these effect pieces up with multiple figures. It's gonna look super dope. So I just threw down a quick pre-order with Big Bad. They are too good about holding my money. So kind of them. Heading over to Hobby Genki, we are of course gonna keep it up with Dragon Ball Z pre-order, and this was a hefty one. Premium Bandai had the King Cold up for its month release, and then you know, I couldn't help myself. It's slightly cheaper on Hobby Genki. Of course, if you order the item and add it to your private warehouse, where you can factor in shipping out a little bit later. So I got it for $121, and I'll just be shipping that out with some future pre-orders, which also includes the full power SHF Frieza. You can't not have a full power Frieza if you have the full power Goku, right? Like, you know, 2 swole characters punching each other for 5 minutes in Namek time, which equals 5 episodes in human time. And this has to be added to the collection. No ifs, ands, or buts. I got, of course, like I said, 4-form Frieza, and now we have the upgraded version of that. So this will be coming soon. And last but not least, for the month of March, because geez, bro, buy now, pay later on a Mafex Spider-Man 2099. I would love for Sentinel, love for Sentinel to give us a Across the Spider-Verse iteration of 2099 Spider-Man. In the meantime, I'm just gonna have this pre-order held because I've loved 2099 Spider-Man. He's always been a dope design, a dope iteration of Spider-Man, not Peter, and I just will hold on to this until, you know, that they decide to make that decision, probably when the 3rd movie comes out, because at this speed they've just finished Noir. Big rant for another time. And that does it. That should do it. Another reason for me doing this series, this set of videos, is because now I really have quantified how much items either come in or how much I'm spending on some of these things, and where am I gonna have the space for all of this? I don't know. And you know, looking at my little, not spreadsheet, my Google Drive folder of all the items that I do have and the items that are going out and the items that are pre-ordered, what's the space? How's the display gonna look? And I needed this series so I can make sense of that, not just to make the content, but also make sense of the ever-growing setup and collection. So appreciate you watching, appreciate you following along. Continue, I got more videos coming out. I have April and May to do, and let me know if there's anything in this section, this pre-order series, that you picked up, anything you're letting go of. Shoot me your store, shoot me your channel, and we can talk about it in the comment section or the community tabs, all of that stuff. Thank you for coming, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Let's see if we have any more incoming arrivals that we're ashamed about. Talk to you later. Peace.
Great job.